And it'll be interesting here to see if a yellow card will be shown, because we've had no cards in a very hard but sporting game, and certainly excessive force used there. That'll be the verdict undoubtedly. The player down is Niall Healy, whose brother Fergal from the Crofwell Club is a Galway senior star, scored a spectacular goal for Galway here last year at senior. But young Niall here requiring attention. And just watch from a different angle as the foul went in there, and Niall Healy hit the hard ground very hard. And on this beautifully clear afternoon, even though there's a fresh wind, the ground is fast and hard, and the Galway manager Josie Hart from Gort will be concerned there about the state of health of Niall Healy, who is back to his feet with 3 minutes to go to half-time. And Niall Healy in possession, just shipped one hard challenge. Well, there we see him trying to get the ball away. In came the Kilkenny left half forward Shane Coonan, taking the ball away there. But Niall Healy is the man down, and he's up, and Galway have a free in with just over 2 minutes to play in the first half, and Galway leading by just that one goal.
Unclogged buntada ige Cahal Dervin and Baltasa agus RT and Council Hogant. Wiltige Cahal agus Wiltige Mahige Cahal on the Gardner Miadahe Rishtige Dangalev agus Shinitana Lillehama. Grant, Harish Lord na Poitke, ach Sarah Henson ag Alan Garvey. Hemach Harish a Devlin agus Puckschlasse a Vegaun, Dungailev. Marshin and Thar gur could a core Leisha o Hienev. Niall Healy, she hooking in counter. To get again, Stachel Ashley, ach Sarah Harish to stick a Patrick Holden. Well, ta cousin Vaha Yanavige, ach Sanam Kiana, Anna Chlohe Imre, ege Kenneth Burke. O Winnigadine, a mass the goal ahead. Agus a Macha John Line, Cookweather Gestahat, Agus a Tachtamacher, Bouta Vanilli, Keith Nolan, Kademar Heliveha Buitige Shohenu, Keith Nolan, a Machtlish. Stachel John Huine, ach Sarah and son, I get Brian Costello. Dungailev. Stachgudi, Declan Garvey, Shahed Declan. Declan a Machtlish Stach and the Vartich did to get Declan. Ach Tatsures, Agus Dinnickerson, Shane Cadigan. Cadigan Fevru, Agus Puck, Schlasser took a Hivwig again.
And the announcement on the public address system here at Croke Park is to the effect that there will be 2 minutes of extra time played, mostly for that hold-up after the injury to Niall Healy of Galway, who has happily recovered, and indeed he's going to take this sideline cut. Again, one of the great skills of the game when properly executed.
Well, to Stachel Ashley, Kieran Hine at son, the Kilkenny. Kieran a Bullerai, Agus Shahe Niall Healy. Good as Stachel Ashley, good Joe Ganclish, Shansige Joe, Machtlish Stach, ach David Prendergast, the Will College Dinter Joe Gafoil, Agus Calm, Cookweather agus Chief ahead, and Mehemach the Rima Hossam Tora.
Come on, but you're too soft! Come on, Penner, toughen up, come on! That's the balls overhead, man. They're on you, you're walking.
Puckle Moyer, agus Laughton sa, le Cahal Dervin. Nilisagan Cada Hitimach, ach Chlicken Moyer, Rodegan, Hoshe Cogor Gluish of Voltora, Lemonich, John Sexton, agus Corta Bui, Cahal Dervin. Agus Cahal, a Hokig, and Puck, Cookweather agus Chief hit Homa. Chef scored le corna go ihe. Dina shecht de warne weer do gedi chere feinte. Agus son diente ge Cahal Dervin. Pointe tochtach de Nilev. Agus shin an on precious a kirle.
So Cathal Dervan really put that yellow card out of his mind very impressively there, an incident that went unnoticed, and Cathal Dervan himself looked perplexed by it, but he settled and put the free over the bar, the 65 over the bar, and so there's Galway's lead, 2-8 to 1-7.
Agus deisid suige James Fitzpatrick, Fachan Vartian Territson Gadasige Dan Riley, Nun Will, Puck Sair Ha on the Kilkenny, Trico Hill, Ondalov again, Cosentor in the Galway. Richie Power, Hanesha Hogan, Jadura Chef Echul, Daddy and the Shed. Shaher Richie, Bueltig, Parashat Rasna, Negas, Cool Hatra, Bautavonelli.
Well, Kilkenny's scoring power was thought to lie in Willie O'Dwyer, the full forward, but in this game so far, the scoring power is on the right flank of the forward line, because Richard Power and James Fitzpatrick have got a goal and 6 points between them to bring Kilkenny right into this game.
Agus é lehama do hochtige ngailef héna hocht, do hochtige ngailef héna hochtige Kilkenny, beg sosug begogin effect tamil.
Kenrick Buck, he was fantastic in that period for Galway, and I love the first goal. I mean, this is fantastic, and I mean, so many times we maybe seen it in senior games where when the ball is coming into the spear, that guys would pick this ball, but he hits it kind of on a half volley. Here we see it coming through, and it's set up by Latanian going through, and as he hand passes it coming through, it's a bit on the half volley, and it's a fantastic shot. I mean, as I said in the past, and we see it in the replay, guys would have stopped it, maybe would have bent down to try and pick it or missed it, but you keep your eye on the ball, and that's the corner forward's job. That's natural instinct and natural ability. And again, the second goal is set up by Niall Healy, and we see it again. It's great awareness again by young Burke again himself, and he's given a great performance in that first half period. He got the 2 excellent goals, and also when the ball comes from here, look, it's a great shot, gives the goalkeeper no chance, and he's added 3 points onto that to finish his tally in the first half period there of 2-3, which is great for Galway, and I'm sure they'll be hoping they can keep that tally going in the second half.
Absolutely, 2 great goals for Galway, but then Kilkenny had a response of their own. We talked before the match, Ger, some of the pedigree, I suppose, on both teams, particularly in Kilkenny, and here's one of them.
Well, here's one of them, Richie Power. You know, I suppose when you look at minor, what you're looking at is what is the quality of skill in the teams, and here we have 2 outstandingly skillful teams today. No one more so than Richie Power. Plays a 1-2 here, gets the ball. Now he's a long way out when he gets it, but look at the control he has all the way through. Even though tackled by 2 Galway players there, drops it to the ground, and then with his left hand, which is not his good side, he buries it in the net. Terrific control. And if you saw that at senior level, you'd say it's one of the goals of the year. But, I mean, this is one fantastic game. Yeah. The quality of striking, of catching, of blocking, of tackling, it's everything you'd want to see in young players. And it is the best minor game I have seen since 1996. And you just love to see this, because the future of the game are these lads here. And to see players of such quality coming through is really, really encouraging for the game itself.
Well, Jared, we've enjoyed that first half immensely, and another half an hour to come, of course, after the break. So join us again for that. Welcome back again to Croke Park. The team's not out for the second half of this minor semi-final just yet, but I can tell you the Tipperary supporters now beginning to pour in their hundreds and in their thousands in readiness for the senior game coming up a little bit later on. We were talking there actually, Gerlach Dan, about, you said it was the best minor match since 1996. That also featured Galway against Tipperary, and just looking at Galway minor teams, if they go to the All-Ireland final, it'll be their 4th minor final in a row, but all of the players that Tip produced from that 96 team to the senior team.
That's right. You've John Carroll, Eugene O'Neill, Tom Costello, Paul Kelly, a whole host of them have come through from that minor team, and you've only Eugene Cloonan really from that Galway team, and I suppose that reflects what has happened to Galway teams over the last few years. They have won 2 of the last 3 minors. This if they win today, it'll be, as you say, their 4th minor in a row, and you just, why are they not making the breakthrough at senior level? You know, but one really encouraging thing about much more direct, and every Galway person will be encouraged by this, because every outsider anyway is saying to Galway, you've got to play more direct hurling if you want to be successful, and that's what they're doing here. So they will take great encouragement from this. more so than any of their other displays, I think, so far.
Okay, well, thank you, gentlemen. No, just to remind you, Galway leading by 2-8 to 1-8 at half-time. But as we said, it's been a very good first half if you've just been joining us here on our coverage for the afternoon. So we anticipate a really cracking second half in this minor semi-final. The winners to play Tip in the All-Ireland final. Let's go back again to Jim and to Mihal.
Yeah. Agus sin Olaf chun tús a chur leis an tarna lehatsa inis an ghaileh chun tusig sé immert le córna go ihe ach ní siad ach cúlabáin chun tusig agus John Sexton a Hudson an Lemony a chartí an stitar chahabaisteach agus Michael Rice a Lord Parke ige Kilkenny sa tarna le sundíantige tús cur leis a tarna le agus sehe íarla tenan Macht leis isteach an a rúthar ag íarla buirte go glóirte go dhéangas calnan an a dhéise ach hitse Edward Cinúnach hitse da hasamh agus mar sin deise go Kilkenny an stitar a glána Congracht an Dave Líne me hamach haris Cathal Dervan a harúdianta go Kilkenny Níl Ciarán Hain ag immert sa tarna le Ón Reid ag immert ina áit Cathal Dervan builtige Godas trasnan chúil agus deisiansa ag an ngáileh a chan deisian churamú ag an ina dtíháin ag chan páirce Declan Garvey.
Kilkenny have made a change in the first minute of the second half. Owen Reid's come in from the Shamrocks club for centre half back Kieran Hoyne from Greg Ballycallan, who may have been carried an injury because certainly he hurled a lot of ball in the first half for Kilkenny.
Shahed Kilkenny amachtar in Unsaí Alan Healy an a rúthar a dhéanamhaige ach buinte Godas agus Darren Riley ach sé Ellen Garvey a dhéanamh bhartaíochtar Shahed Michael Rice builtige ach a builte roada dheis mar sin Aidan Ryan Congracht an Dave Líne agus fachta Godas ag Declan Garvey Ghaileh Deireadh Dullar in Unsaí agus íarla tenan gan é an áilis Shahed Keith Nolan Fanna Talón Sáirithe Godas ag James Farrell ach buinte go an son ag James Fitzpatrick, Tour team bullet, Vinnicason, Damien Kelly. Súil anna year Kinnehe and son. Ege Patrick Holden Sliter, a Machgadi Keith Nolan, a Raigadi Richie Power, Panatalo, nach Shahed James Farrell den Nailev. James agus Buelta Gadasage, Trasna, Gadi David Collins, Calmore Fada or David. Joe Vielavoide, agus Dishanson age Kenneth Burke, Mehemu Angus Callanan, Shahe Angus, Buintero age PJ Delaney, Quant age PJ, Gadian Devil on board. A cousin to Nailev, Alan Garvey, agus Dietan Vartianted, age Niall Healy, Buelta Stachalash agus Shanson age Alan Healy, Alan Amachtasta, Alan Mielavoide. Dish agus Puxir own the Kilkenny.
Alan Healy of Kilkenny is a real danger man, just like James Fitzpatrick in the other corner, and it took intense effort there by the Galway full back line to keep Alan Healy out. But Kilkenny, while Alan Healy is down, should at least have the consolation of a point from the free.
Alan Healy of Fobbleskull, Chuslán Chomid, Chudar Chofada le Crave Canish Bína Hayden, Wigan Vanisted of Hobradornera, Sachlohi Canish and Urla Saile, Schnee Alan the Tachigahin, Sticks a Huine. Oxair, Richie Power. Well, to Harris Drasnon, ag Richie, and Varnally the Higge, Giddy Rafainte.
Richard Power is the scoring ace for Kilkenny in this game. He got a goal and 3 points in the first half, 2 frees. This is now a goal and 4 points with another free, while James Fitzpatrick, playing inside him at number 13, has got 3 points in the game, all from play.
Marcin, Tarakadish Litter, Cahal Dervin, Achni Fada Huig, Tachta Gowder, Joe Gantley, Joe Gus Bertin Pullid, Achakina Hero Adigan, Multo, Anna Yener, and Bautison. Marcin, Poxayer, Dachil Hoenig. Banish Doer, Nicky Cashin, Fana Tevline.
Young Joe Gantley of Galway taking too many steps there, but he was put under pressure again by a hard-working Kilkenny defence.
Marcin, Willie O'Dwyer, Derek Dollar in Onsi, Dachil Hoenig, Wilter Stachel Ashley, Agus Anna Yesh Ashley, Wilter Stachel, Anna Haval, Stigge, Eden Ryan. Eden Ryan, on Reed of Willestach, Eden the unit of oil, Macharisha Devline.
Now some great skill by both teams here, particularly Kilkenny, and a great cut at it off the ground, and the keeper did ever so well. That's Aidan Ryan from the Crockwell club.
Marcin, Puckschlasse, and so the Heat Nolan. Sorry, Joe Gantley. Shohid Joe, Deshel Agoligan, Schlitter Hortlish, the Haman, Richtige, Gadas, Wiltiga, Holland, the Haver, Bug, Gara, Agus, Ed Clay.
An interesting feature of this game is that the two full forwards came in here today with great reputations. Willie O'Dwyer of Kilkenny, Angus Callan of Galway, and while they're both excellent hurlers, they're not really leaving a huge mark on the game just yet. Most of the damage is coming from both sides, from the wings and the corners.
Damien Kelly, Trastan Poitke, Agus Shanson, the Kevin Briscoe, Stachgudi Angus Callanan, Emihe O Angus Afach. Ach, Dish Sachoune, Niall Healy, ach, Kalish Dinter Niall, Puxayer the Nile.
David Prendergast from Clara, son of Paddy Prendergast, wonderful Kilkenny hurler who gave valiant service to the Black and Amber. In the not so distant past, David Prendergast has got a yellow card, but I'm sure that the Galway right full forward Niall Healy would have preferred there if the advantage had been applied and if he'd been allowed to pick up his point. They do, however, have a free from a good position for the young midfielder Cahal Dervin.
Shohe Cahal, Agus Miadoshan Varna, Gudi Triculini, and Ahuid, Cahal Dervin. Gan Ach en Hulova in Atre, a lot of the Huidi. Colin Grant, Amach, Harris Lord Poitke, Cahal Dervin, Lena Hamon, Kilkenny, Machter in Unsi. Will take us a Ruhamakedas, James Farrell, and Vartinter, James about us again. James Fitzpatrick, will take a Holland, Joan Vador, Sarah Higadas, Makadi, Darren Riley, Aidan Ryan, Gadi Darren, again Shahid Darren, Vartinter, Darren and son, again Alan Healy. Alan the ball and Clitter Makadi, Willie O'Dwyer, Willie, Irachto Willie Bederach, Kadahukagas, Fachtestige, David Collins, Mehemuid, Shahe, Shane Coonan, Trasna on Hooler Fad, Agus, Way Nashta over Satarnala, Mehe, O Stephen Maharatson, Agus Shahe, Niall Healy. Niall Healy, Dungaliv, Gurir and Unsi, Wiltiga Dassa Stachatson again, Kenneth Burke, Confar, Dine Sherach, Counson, Diantagadas, Agasengus, Callanan, and Mehawik Shoe, Agus Glantamach, Padraig Holden. Shansige, David Collins, Wiltiga David, Count Dine Sherach, Stachat Joan Vadora, Colin Grant, Agus Puxayer Gnohige. I can't just stick a stock of Declan Garvey.
The Kilkenny goalkeeper who came out was Colin Grant, and then a little tussle developed between Colin and the Galway substitute Declan Garvey, and we've had 9 minutes of play in the second half.
Martin Dishigan Nailith Wilte Istacha Joe Tevna Live Clay Agus on Dishin Curra Amu on Son Agus well Dish Va Scorala Stocha Iat Fara. Kilkenny Beder T Aharu Yanov. Michael Rice Banna Tevlina Gadi Shane Coonan Shahe Shane Dianov Schliego Hen Machtlish Wilterai Gadi Willie O'Dwyer Istach Gadi Alan Healy Shansiga Alan Machtlish Istach Fardain Sherach Wiltega Hishalahu Wilter Yesh Ega Alan Healy.
Once again, Alan Healy, the danger man, did well to fend off a strong challenge there, showed a lot of pace, went for a goal in the corner, but a tackle did come in. That tackle was timely.
Agus Darren Riley, Gurtahe, Cordlaish, Achored. Gera in all that, Ediran.
Kilkenny now preparing to make a change 11 minutes into the second half. They're about to bring in Podge Kennedy from Tullerone, a very, very famous hurling heartland in Kilkenny. And it's understood that Shane Cadigan from the St. Martin's Club is the boy coming off. Kilkenny clearly feeling that they need to make a switch in that area now, and that means they've lost 2 of their 3 halfbacks because Kieran Hoyne is gone as well, and now Shane Cadigan.
Podge Kennedy o Holacharoin Takachan Podke in a out Agus Baile Vidirik Dollar in Unsi Akene Hero Ada Unson Ege Irla Tannen Agus Poxair in a Chinif Martian Deshiga Kilkenny on Dollar in Unsi PJ Delaney Nilatrachan Hulavoin Willie Shane Council Jonah Carnoige Beder Gaduruk Chef score PJ Wilte go Hordige Toot Fe score Wilte go Mahige Ashtacha Joe Cole Bugetson Imhe Glanastachan Linton Agus an Boydo the Rog of the Tussa Sikarnoig Ni Dolamai Fraben Schlitter Stachan Linton.
The sides are level in the minor game, and Galway were leading all the way in the game up to this point. And just watch as this ball came in, it was the substitute Owen Reid, Willie O'Dwyer rather, the full forward. Kilkenny got the touch as that ball came in, and now they're level. Galway having led all the way to this point.
Martin and Chluhe idir Roch on the Mao. Agus Wiltestache Joe Tank Kerstegut.
Yes, Owen Reid just got the touch off the fullback as that ball dropped from the long ball in by PJ Delaney, and so Kilkenny are level. But I think it's fair to make the point that while Kilkenny slipped behind to 2 goals early on, their composure was admirable, and there's a very hard challenge going in, and a second one, and the Kilkenny management have to give attention to Richard Power from Carrickshock, the scoring star in the first half with a goal and 3 points. But Owen Reid, the substitute from the Shamrocks Club, the club of the famed Fennellys, he got the touch as that ball dropped.
Martin on Lohidir Roch on the Mawgart, and Morgoine Atre, a Lohar na Huide, Agus and Counson, Curra Amu, and Hevna Lava Clay.
And for the record, the booking there was given by the referee to the Galway centre half-back Alan Garvey from the Tommy Larkins Club. So the sides are level 14 minutes into the second half, and minor, unlike senior, are 30-minute halves.
Martin, Cathal Derwin, Imehwig, Agus Fachtige Willie O'Dwyer, Mohalar Poet Guinness, Bhfuilte stachad sanige agus Brian Costello córa custig Schlitter ar a dalamh an séadfar ní séadfar an ghaile bheith teachtamach Damien Kelly bhfuilte machaige go dtí Kevin Briscoe mar sin amach haris a déimhlíne puck sleasa de Kilkenny. Padraig Holden a hócaige countsa anna chosint a dhéanamhaige Padraig go dísa. Stachalásli deisige Alan Garvey an ghaile bheith chuidir an ónsaí agus sa chéad scóraile anna háchtach imithe ó Angus Callanan buntacha ag David Prendergast. David agus an Schlitter glanta go deasige ach seohé David Collins a déanamh go mád an ghaile. Joe Gantley a córa chun ach am himach haris a déimhlíne agus puck sleasa don ghaile.
As we enter the final quarter of the game, David Collins coming out for Galway, the right half back from the city. He's played exceptionally well, while viewers will also have noted that Keith Nolan of Kilkenny, who was involved there, he too has had a tremendous game.
Mar sin gan má gáine atra láthar na huaire ár do maíochtar fada idir a dáireann. Cahal Dervan, Dracheann agus puck sleasa neamhfisiachta go hibhuaigige. Keith Nolan chun a countsa a thógant. Can Garrett bhfuilte Keith go dtí Willie O'Dwyer ach níla gairíle Willie Nuff seohé Cahal Dervan. Stachalásli bachta go deasige Angus Callanan seohé Angus acha an cumán imithe ó David Prendergast agus College déantaige.
Galway may be fortified here by the knowledge that they haven't trailed yet in this game, but Kilkenny are level now, and an extraordinary aspect of the game in the second half is that the wind seems to have changed around, and some of the flags blowing here they're suggesting now that Kilkenny are playing with the wind rather than Galway, who would have expected to in the second half. But of course, famously here in Croke Park, the wind tends to swirl around and can change direction at any time in a game.
An Carter fadagut stolam ach seohé Cahal Dervan bhfuilte Cahal ach Brian Counson churamú ige Cahal. Mar sin nána dhéistigh an dáthe fós céraigh chuntasig an ditig an ghaileh chun dédig don géadúir nó catán an dúin. Macha Joe, Lord na Poitke agus deisiansa ige Cahal Dervan ach seohé Cahal bert túr chuige an Schlitter a mithe agus an adóg séitigh an moltóir tá parallel Kilkenny ar a dalamh agus fear an ghaileh tá bert ar a dalamh a láthar na huaire. Richie Power a dtíorn ar a dalamh agus chomáile siúd a Lord Poitke ansa tá Cahal Dervan mar sin chóir leighis le chur ar lána bertacha a láthar na huaire.